Yo, what's up? So today I'm gonna break down the one and only Upheaval. Shout out to everybody that bought the EP on Even. I appreciate you all heavily. Thank you. Okay, so for this song, it was a very simple song, very simple instrumental. The first thing I did was I found this Kendrick Lamar song that was a throwaway, so it's unreleased. And there was this one part of the song that was so fucking good, I had to sample it, so I took this. And then I extract the stems in like a stem separator or whatever. And then I also got the beat, which then led me to having this. So I took the stems from the unreleased song, I got the instrumental, and then took the actual sample from the song. Or not sample, but took the actual song as well, and then I put these effects on it. It's just 2 EQs, so it's pretty much taking all the shit out. Like literally almost everything in the sound is taken out, just so it could be in the background, just as a little subtle effect. And then after doing all that, I then got this. And then when it's combined together, you'll see it like switch in and out. So like, you see how it went from just the actual song to just the instrumental of the song. So that switches out back and forth in the whole song. I chopped that so I can have that, like, you know, as a sample. And then, you know me, I love stacking samples on top of each other to make something new. So I went to Splice and I got a couple of these cool little samples. We got this. It's like a melody, just like the piano kind of shit, just so when it comes in, it gives it like an extra, you know, a little effect to the beat. And then from that piano, I went and added this like bass sound. It was meant for like an R&B kind of song, but I just took it and I was like, I'm gonna turn it into a bass, because that's what it's like, a bass and then like a little bit of like some pads. So it's for like an R&B song, but I was like, nah, we gonna take this and turn it into some hip hoppy pop. And then those three together, the Kendrick sample, the piano, and the bass and like paddish sample from Splice sound like this. And then from that, I went to more Splice and I got another sample. I believe these are strings. Yeah, these are strings. And I put those in at the end so it could have like more cinematic effect and just hype to it. And then from that, I added this drum loop from one of my kits. It's not my kit, but it's like I think it's a Count's drum kit. Either or, it's a fucking amazing drum pattern. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take this and then put it right here. And only at this one spot, so when it comes in, it act like it hits. Like these are the kind of drums that like they only come in once, so when they do come in, it's like you gotta be there, and it's like, ugh. So I added these drums. And then from that, I added them all together. And then I played this synth sound with SAR. It's like one of the default plugins that comes with FL. Very great plugin, very great plugin. I played this SAR and it sounds a bit like this. Then it pitches down. And then yeah, I added all of those elements together, which now sounds like this. And then for the outro, I kept the. What did I do for the outro actually with the synth? Okay, so I believe I just played another pattern. No, I didn't. Okay, so I just took like half of it. So I stopped it like about probably like here. And then I just took that and moved it over so it didn't have all of the SAR plugin playing. And then I took the pianos. I took that piano sound, and then for the outro, I reversed it so it sounds like this. And I also did the same thing for the bass sound, which sounds like this. And then, of course, on top of that, added just the same SAR that I played beforehand. And then all three of those together is, you know. And then I add that fade out, just so you know. Just so I can really like properly end the song and end the beat. I love fade outs. Fade outs, a good fade out will save your life. And then the actual mixing bus on the song, like the vocals, is pretty simple. The way I recorded it was main take, double, which is just rapping the same exact thing, not the same exact way, but just rapping it again and then stacking it on top of each other, turning it down, and then, you know, double. And then in and out, which is when you say the last bar or last words of each bar. And then from that, the mix bus is pretty darn simple. OTT, which is like a multi-band up and down compressor. And then I use that, turn the settings like this, and it just gives it like that extra presence in the song. Fab filter, it's just an EQ, taking out the sounds that I don't want. Compressor, I believe this is kind of a harsh compression, because this one only has one compression. Most of my other songs most of my newer songs have two compressors, but these are like my older mixes, so it only has one compressor. And then a de-esser to get all those hisses and sounds. And then saturation knob, add more presence. We love saturation, not too much though. Another EQ to boost the presence and give it more of like that lead sitting on top vocal rather than just being like dug under the beat. Limiter to cut out all those extra like static, just white noise. Reverb, nothing crazy, just subtle reverb so it has its effect. Delay, same thing about the reverb, just about like subtle effect. And then fresh air, which just lets me bring back some of the presence in like the mid EQ range and like the high EQ range. And then that's the whole mix bus. And I didn't do much to the master. I don't even think I mastered this song actually. I left it kind of like really simple. And then I sent the master to Nevi, so he mastered the song for me. Not Nevi. Shout out Not Nevi. I love that man so much, bro. He's actually absolutely an icon. He's like the underground's mastering goat. But yeah, I sent him the song and he mastered it for me. And that is the entirety of Upheaval. I hope that was informational. I know it's kind of different because it's very short, but like some songs you don't need to do all the work for. Sometimes you just gotta you just have to bring the ideas together. And when you bring the ideas together, you get something like this. And I think that's a talent in itself. A lot of people are like, oh, you can't be this and that if you're just fucking taking samples and stacking them on top of each other. But at the end of the day, bro, it's not about that. It's about making a good song, you know? Anyway, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you so much again for buying this EP. It means a lot. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next breakdown.